Welcome to North Allegheny High School and UPMC Court as the O Sports Network is live tonight for continuing coverage of Charger basketball. And it's the WPIAL Final Four in Class 3A as your Our Lady of the Sacred Heart Chargers take on the Neshannock Lancers for a right to head to the Peterson Event Center and the WPIAL Championship. Hi, everybody. I'm Matt Fargo, joined alongside Christian Harbaugh, and back by popular demand, OLSH in the building with us. As good to have you back, Al, for a big one as the Chargers take on the Lancers for an unbelievable seventh straight appearance. Here they are in the semifinals for a seventh straight time, and now they're trying to punch their ticket to the WPIAL Championship for a seventh straight time. And Al, you know, we've been a part of this for that long, and that record is pretty impressive, but those games and those wins mean nothing now as this group really wants to make their portion of history and etch their names in OLSH Charger history, and they have a chance to do that here today.
Well, thanks, Matt. First off, thanks for having me back. A little bit under the weather. I'm back, and you're right, Matt. The previous games mean nothing. The previous years mean nothing. This Neshannock Lancer team is coming in with a chip on their shoulder. They think they got the upper hand tonight. The Chargers might have something to say about that, though. They've been working hard, and I think they got a chance.
They do have a chance. Chargers winners over Shady Side Academy, 53-42, over the 3 seed to get here to the semifinals against Neshannock. Neshannock took down York 46-26, or I beg your pardon, 53-49 over York to advance to the championship game. But it's a 6 versus 3. But you can't look at it that way if you're everybody else, right? But maybe the parent committee was the only one that notched the Chargers as an underdog coming in to this tournament, Christian, the 6th seed in the semifinals.
Yeah, this is incredible, going for that 7th appearance in the WPIAL Championship are the Chargers. And tonight, I don't believe that the Chargers are underdogs. I mean, their seed might say 6, and they might be playing 3, but the Chargers are playing more like a 1-2 seed right now. So anything can happen in this game. I hope the Chargers are ready to come out and be prepared to play like they did at the end of the second half the other day. And they'll give themselves a chance tonight against the Lancers, but they have to contain number 5. They got to know where he is at all times.
All right, when we come back, they're going to take the national anthem right now. We're going to step aside, and when we come back, we'll get you starting lineups and get you ready for semifinal basketball action. Chargers, Lancers, for a right to go to the Pete. Coming up next on the O Sports Network. Stick around. All right, national anthem time here at North Allegheny, and time now for a special segment. We're going to go to Harbaugh's highlights to break down some of the big things that you saw in the quarterfinals that you really want to look forward to and see the Chargers execute here in the semifinals. Let's go to it. Man, you're looking good there, Bob.
Man, that is awesome. This is top notch. So here we go with the Chargers. They need to be having the great ball movement, great spacing tonight, and move the basketball. Everybody needs to touch it on every possession if they can. Get the ball shifted from side to side in this play from the other night. Everybody gets a touch. They're breaking their defenders down. They're getting to the paint. They're driving. They're jump stop playing off 2. And B.J. Vaughn here is going to make a nice pass to Caldonado and finish around the rim. They'll slow it down for you here. Caldonado drawing 2 defenders. B.J. attacking that closeout. And what a wraparound pass to Caldonado for a finish. That's tremendous. They get these finishes around the rim tonight, and the paint touches like this. See a lot of buckets go in. Here you go again. We got a wing ball screen. Little 2-man game here. Flip the screen. Good patience. What a move by Kirshner. Bryson Kirshner is going to have a tremendous game like he did the other night in order to win here and get to the WPIAL championship game. And the last play here, getting out in transition after a great defensive stop. Again, push the ball ahead. Everybody touches it. Ball moves side to side. Here goes B.J. Vaughn attacking the paint, playing with tempo. Nice no-look pass. What a catch here by Greer, and great finish through contact. If the Chargers do this tonight, they'll earn a trip to the WPIAL Finals.
First edition of Hardball Highlights. Looking forward to continuing that. Here's the starting lineups for you for the Chargers. The usual suspects: Rocco Spadafora, Doria Tate, Darion Greer, Bryson Kirshner, and B.J. Vaughn. For the Neshannock Lancers, they are 18-5 coming into tonight. They co-champions out of Section 1 and 3A. Nate Wren starts things off, so 6'2 senior forward. Luciano DeLillo, a 5'8 senior guard, wears number 1. Number 5, Jack Giles. He is a 5'10 senior guard, followed by 6'1 freshman guard David Quake, and a 5'11 sophomore guard, number 34, Matthew Sopko. Starting lineup for the Lancers of Neshannock, led by head coach John Corey. Chargers led by 15th year head coach Mike Rodriguez, trying to get his team to a 7th straight WPIAL champion, the 2-time 2A state coach of the year, trying to get it done here in 3A. And it's Lancers and Chargers here tonight from North Allegheny, and we have it here for you on the OLSH Sports Network. Chargers win the tip. As Rocco Spadafora, who has never lost a postseason game in his career in the WPIAL. Fed down low and off the hand of B.J. Vaughn. It's Neshannock basketball. So a Charger an early turnover on that first offensive series.
And the Chargers there trying to get touches to the corner to Bryson Kirshner and trying to get B.J. Vaughn on a dive down, just errant pass.
Gleese operates the point, and now Sopko goes up top, a 3 on the way that rims out, no good for Nate Wren. Back the way comes the Chargers. Spadafora setting up shop. Drives through the lane. Spadafora can't get it to go. Clear away rebound by Quate.
I love the attack early by Rocco. He got to keep attacking the paint. They'll fall. The Chargers coming out in a, basically it looks like they're in a tandem here zone with BJ and Bryson, and then they're manning with the other 3 guys.
Another 3-point shot that misses by Sopko, out of bounds to the Chargers, as Neshannock starts 0 for 2 from the 3-point line.
Neshannock wants to play that fast-paced game. They want to get up and down.
Spadafora on the right hand. Stops over to B.J. Vaughn. Vaughn feeds to Greer. Greer, window off for 2. And the first points of the ball game.
And there we go again. B.J. Vaughn getting into the paint, driving with a purpose, finding Greer after the dump off.
I was talking to the coaches coming out here, guys, and they were saying exactly that. The Chargers need to go to the rim tonight.
Yeah, they got to keep attacking the rim, and they got to challenge threes and rebound.
Another 3-point shot that's no good. DeLillo misses the triple. Back the way the Chargers come, and they go up with a triple of their own by Spadafora. That's no good. Gleese picks it up, hands it off into the near side. Quite a 3, and there it is. 4th time the charm as Neshannock gets the lead 3-2.
And Neshannock, they're going to live and die by the 3. They have all season, and the other night they shot it really well against York. And Quate, a freshman, can really shoot the basketball. Got to contest him.
Spadafora hands it off to Greer. Greer over the far side, and Bryson Kirshner at a legendary quarterfinal. Spadafora will try his second triple. Off the rim, no good. Rebound goes to Neshannock. Gleese chases it down, and he is fouled. First foul of the ball game. Darion Greer, the guilty party.
And right now, Rocco is getting a couple great looks from three-point land, and he needs to get on the board early and keep his confidence up here, but he's going to keep shooting him. He's a terrific shooter all season.
Far side to Lilla. He slices through the lane on the right hand, got the roll for two.
The Chargers got to make sure that they help over and keep them out of the lane early.
Do you get the sense, guys, throughout the first quarter that the Chargers, somewhat of the game plan is to lull a team to sleep, as Kirshner is going to get two there?
Yeah, and they've been patient all year in the first quarter and even into the second quarter on offense, and then they try to do that with their zone defense.
With the right hand, great take by Jack Gleese, the senior.
Now that's a great finish. They got to keep those guys out of the paint. Right now with the Chargers going into that triangle and two, they got to make sure that they keep the other guys away from the paint.
Near side, it's Spadafora. Rocco to Bryson. Bryson feeds into the lane. It's Vaughn who turns around and drops it in. The teardrop with the right hand.
And you can see right now the Chargers' game plan is to attack the rim. Like Al said, they're trying to get into the paint right now. They're being patient. Rocco's took 2 threes, but they've been on ball reversals and wide open.
And a totally different matchup tonight with the size that Shadyside Academy presented. Not as much an issue tonight against Neshannock, as that three missed, or 1 for 5 from beyond the arc here to start, as Vaughn dunks in his second basket of the night.
What a tough take there. Great finish in traffic. Nice little floater off the glass.
8-7 Chargers retake the lead in a foul. It's going against the Chargers. This is going to be Greer quickly getting 2, which means Rocco Coladinato has thrown off the warm-up, and he's coming into the ballgame.
Yeah, that's not what you wanted to see out of Greer right there. That was a non-needed foul at that point.
Yeah, and he's got to be smart there, better IQ. He got to know he already has one on a tough one down the other side of the end, and then he gets that.
Gleese has a seat for Neshannock.
But boy, did Coladinato have a game the other night. So if he comes out here and plays with the same energy and intensity that he did the other night, we'll be just fine here.
Anthony Bonner came in for Neshannock on that substitution. He gets the rebound, misses his first shot of the night. Kirshner clears it away, leaves it ahead to Tate. Tate to the rack of the right hand, too hard off the window, and a foul, as it will be a foul on Neshannock as Kirshner was headed to the basket.
And that's what the Chargers coaching staff wanted. They wanted them to go to the rim to get the fouls out of Neshannock, because they will foul you in the paint.
And Kirshner right now being relentless on the glass. He's doing a terrific job early here. Great job by getting a defensive rebound and then running the floor and coming back and getting the offensive rebound and drawing the foul.
Bonner does pick up that foul.
Sopko out, Gleese back in as Kirshner on the hook shot, good.
They are so good in the lane. They've been so good all year. They've got to keep attacking. Kirshner's been great the last 2 games.
Deep 3, no good from Gleese. Rebound Chargers, Vaughn up the floor. BJ, he'll pull up for a triple. Off the rim, no good. Rebound for the Chargers. Nice job by Tate grabbing that board, and they're going to call a travel on Spadafora.
And there's your shuffle of the feet.
Yep.
That one's a tough one. It's hard to see from up here too, but you know what? He's got to put the ball on the deck before he, takes that extra step first.
Three that doesn't fall for Neshannock, and a foul off the rebound.
The one thing the Chargers have to do here at the top, though, they got 2 guys running at the same player. They got to communicate on defense. They got to switch that hard and then just make sure they stay with them, or they got to fight through and then get back and recover to their player. Too many wide open threes for Neshannock, and they're too good of a shooting team.
Vaughn picks up that foul for the Chargers.
It's the third team foul of the Chargers so far. Is inside. Coladinato sends that one out of here.
Not in my house. What a big time block by Coladinato. Good chip down by him too, because he's playing the top of that triangle and 2.
Inbound, triggered in. Gets it inside. Jackson Mazzocco, and he'll lay it up and in.
And Neshannock moving the ball right now and figuring out this triangle and two. The Chargers just got to communicate better.
Far side, Vaughn.
Can't stand around on offense here.
Bryson on the baseline. Coladinato can't get the mid-range to fall, and it's going to be a foul. Oh, this needs to go on Neshannock. That's a great call by the official to see behind the play. Watch DeLillo here on Kirshner, right there.
Oh, yeah.
And no surprise that the Lancers came out here trying to be super aggressive with the Chargers, and especially with Bryson Kirshner, because they want to kind of agitate him, get under his skin a little bit, try to see if they can draw a foul or two on him to get him on a bench.
Vaughn on the left hand, inside, fit it to Coladinato, out of bounds off of him.
And that's the right idea, though. Reject the ball screen, getting in the teeth of the defense there, draw two, and then it was a nice dump-off pass to Coladinato. They just couldn't handle it there. But, you know, they're getting what they want with the wing ball screen there and being able to attack and get downhill.
Neshannock trip up the floor here. Quaid hands it off, bouncing inside. Mazzocco no good. Rebound for the Chargers. It's Spadafora to the rack and rims out. And Bonner traces it down and leads it ahead to Gleese. Gleese up ahead on the right hand here to the near side. Sopko to the rack. Good for two, and the lead back and head for Neshannock.
And the one thing the Chargers can't do is give up transition baskets like that. They got to make sure they get back, and it's tough to get back into a triangle and two. So right now when they're scoring, they're able to set up in their defense. When they're not, it's making it tough.
Vaughn over to Spadafora. Rocco back to BJ. Under a minute to go here in this opening quarter of the Final Four. Loose basketball. Coladinato traces it down, throws it up, misses, tips out loose, and volleyballs back out of bounds off of Neshannock. Chargers were able to contain the possession.
What a heads-up play by Kirshner there to hit the ball off a Neshannock player in order to keep the basketball there. That was a heads-up play.
Hansen into the lineup for the Chargers.
Spadafora for his first triple of the ball game. And the guy who we waited till late in the fourth quarter to get any points out of in the quarterfinals has a triple here to give the Chargers back the lead.
What a big-time shot. Nice play. The ball reversal off the out-of-bounds play. He comes back in, screen in for him, and good three.
Need to get a stop here, guys.
Yeah, need a big stop here. Got to communicate on defense.
Zacchio back inside, no. Rebound underneath, blocked by Kirshner. Rebound Chargers. Back up the floor with about 10 seconds to play. Spadafora at the elbow, foul line extended, now pulls it back out. Down to 5 seconds.
You got to go.
3 seconds, 2 seconds. Got to throw it up. Good if it goes, and it doesn't. That's the end of the first. Chargers, 2-point advantage over the Lancers from Neshannock. And a one here from North Allegheny, 13-11. Our score, you're watching live coverage of the WPIAL playoffs, and it's right here on the OLSH Sports Network and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back.
Welcome back to North Allegheny here on the OLSH Sports Network as the Chargers have a 13-11 lead. Save the date for OLSH Spring Open House, Thursday, March 23rd from 5 to 7 p.m. Explore all that OLSH has to offer and see what makes OLSH the best independent Catholic high school in our region. OLSH Theater Department will present Big Fish on March 3rd, 4th, 10th, and 11th at 7:30, and on 5th and 11th at 2 p.m. Tickets are $15 for adults, $10 for high school students and younger. Seating is limited. Purchase your ticket online at olsh.org/apps/pages/tickets before they sell out.
Second quarter action here from North Allegheny with OLSH, Christian Harbaugh, Matt Fargo with you, Matt Stanziola, all the boys and girls in the truck. Gang's all here.
Coach Rod doing some housekeeping here.
Yeah, you know what? That's behind every great coach is a wife that makes him clean. Shout out to Debbie. Bouncing inside. And a blocking foul on the Lancers. Lancer fans don't like it.
Bonner's going to pick up his second.
And the Chargers right now just playing off 2 feet. They're being so patient. They're getting into the teeth of the defense.
I actually think they might have a gripe on that one. He was pretty much posted up in there.
My guess is he turned sideways. It looked like a little bit at the end, and so he gave him the benefit of the doubt there.
Well, ball tipped away, and this goes out of bounds.
No, they were calling traveling, I think.
Oh, they called it. Well, he didn't possess the ball. No, it's out of bounds off of Neshannock. Yep.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
And the one thing here that's going to play a factor later in this game is this crowd right now. Neshannock has brought a ton of people, and it is loud. And I think that played a factor into that last second shot that we didn't get off in the first quarter.
Stop and pop there from Rocco doesn't fall. DeLillo brings it up the floor on the right to left hand. Driving through everybody. DeLillo on the roll. Tie ball game.
And I love Rocco being aggressive early. He's got to keep attacking in the paint. If it's there, keep shooting the basketball.
Kirshner goes to work on the right hand. Contested all the way by Wren, but he goes right over the top.
6 for Kirshner tonight so far.
I'm not sure anybody on the Lancers team can stop him when he gets the ball down low in his spots.
Banks open for Luciano DeLillo.
And he's got 6.
And right now it's like that's a tough shot, contested. He banks it in. You just live with it.
Right.
As long as you're not giving up threes right now, you'll be okay with trading baskets for a little while here. Let's start getting stops, though.
Rocco to the rack, lay it up and in on the right hand.
Again, the ball movements, shifting side to side, getting the defense to have to scramble a little bit, and good wing ball screen. Charge.
Yeah, that's going to be Hansen.
My man Hansen. Big plays coming into the game right now.
Foul's going to go against Bonner, his second.
No.
Nope. Is that the old foul?
No, it was a charge. It was a charge.
Yeah, they just didn't put it on the board. And Bonner had 2 already. So.
Okay.
And BJ just
entered back in. Is that the fourth team foul? Is that part correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know who it wasn't on Bonner. Bonner already had 2.
All right, so have to check on that one,
Yep.
but it's the fourth team foul on the Lancers. Spadafora goes to work. Here's Hansen up top. Hansen didn't see any time in the quarterfinal matchup as that ball rolls out off of Kirshner. But that's all matchup oriented, right? Like, you know, obviously with the height advantage that Shady Side Academy had, talked about it a couple times, basically you have really 4 guards out there for Neshannock right now.
Yeah, it's definitely matchups. And, you know, tonight Hansen just, he's a good defender. He's out here. He's going to be scrappy, give you hard minutes. So takes a charge already, changes the game.
3 on the way from Sopko. No. Rebound, DeLillo. He'll pull it back out and reset the offense.
And the toughest. Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, I was just going to say.
Neshannock wants to take their time here. Well, the longest possessions offensively. Rinn for a triple that doesn't go, but another rebound. DeLillo gets it back again.
Yeah, that's what you can't do. You have to rebound out of this triangle in two, and that's what I was going to say. You got to get on the glass.
There's a foul away from the basket.
I think Hansen picks this up.
Yeah, trying to face guard.
Long possession here for the Lancers.
You know, that other foul might have been on Bonner because he went to the bench right after that. So
okay.
So that means he would have 3. I'm going to assume that's what it was.
DeLillo up top, Rinn. He's attempted a couple threes today. Felice. Rinn. Rinn hands it off loose. Picked back up. Roll doesn't go for Sopko. Still loose. Another rebound and a foul.
And the one thing right there I was just going to say is you got to be able to be disciplined. Now, Donato goes for a steal, and then it breaks down the defense. And now you're playing from behind, and then they miss a shot. Kirshner's in there battling, but you can't get a rebound, and now they got a trip to the line. You just got to stay disciplined. If they're going to stand out there and pass the ball around for 2 minutes, that's fine. They guard them and then get a rebound.
Yeah, over a minute and 20 seconds of possession on this trip up the floor. They've gotten 4 or 5
tries.
Rebounds. I mean, this has been.
And that's a tough thing with playing a triangle and 2. It's great on defensive purposes, and you're trying to lock down a man-to-man on 2 guys that they're keying in on. But you have to be able to rebound and crash off of it. You got to help the 3 guys that are in the triangle.
Guys, that was the first 2 free throws of this entire game. And there's a foul on DeLillo.
That should be the 5th on Neshannock.
Yeah, they haven't put it up yet. Yeah, there it is.
Both teams with 5 team fouls.
2nd on DeLillo.
Maybe we got a new clock operator today because I already seen them mess up the points too. They put points on the wrong side, and it was taking them a minute to get points up.
Yeah, it's playoff season. We should be accustomed to this, right?
Yeah, they must have had to do a late night scramble to find a guy.
Vaughn stands with the ball at his side and then backs it up as we're inside 4 minutes in the first half. The Chargers have a 1-point advantage. Vaughn goes to work. Bucket and the foul for B.J. Vaughn. No, they called a charge. Well, that was, yeah.
Yep, they did. That's a 2nd on B.J.
Now, that's the first one I have a gripe. He's not even there, and he's falling before B.J.
Yeah.
B.J. already let go of the ball.
Yeah.
He didn't even touch him. That was by far the worst call I've seen in 3 weeks. That was a pretty drive and a great finish.
Yeah, he was moving the whole time.
Yeah, I don't even think B.J. created contact with him. He started flopping and falling before B.J. even got there.
Little head fake and back out to Rinn. Far side wing 3, good by Jack Felice.
And those are momentum shifters. You call a bad call, and it happens, and you got to play through it. And now they come down and hit a 3. Changes the momentum of the game. If you're the Chargers, you just got to stay patient, stay poised here. It's only a 2-point game. Don't let the momentum shift, knock you down.
Spadafora inside 3 minutes. Rocco can't get it to fall, and then loose. It's going to be a foul. Bryson, potentially?
No, I think that's going to be on tape.
It's on Bryson.
It's on Bryson.
Oh, it is.
And those are just ones you can't have, right? And Greer is sitting on the bench because of it, too.
Oh, and it puts them into 1-1, too, the bonus.
Yeah, he can't just get frustrated and then commit a foul. And I know he was hustling and trying to just get the ball and create a jump ball there, but
first one is good for the 5'10 senior. Rolls in the second.
The Chargers just got to work the clock a little bit here, get a good possession, be poised, move the basketball.
Hanson with the ball. Bouncing to Spadafora. He'll throw up a triple. Off balance. Rocco Coladinato loses it out of bounds off a Lancer.
Yeah, I think Jack Gleese got his hands on that one.
Minard into the game now.
Tate hands it off to Spadafora. Rocco Spadafora conducts traffic here. 2:10 to play. First half. Kirshner off the window, rolls out. Got his own rebound and he's fouled. He's going to the line.
And everybody's got to get out of the way here. If he's going to post up Kirshner on the block and they're going to work it into him, he could score every time down there, but everybody's got to give him space to operate. And if the double comes, he's a willing passer and he's very good with his vision. He could throw out of the double team, and he's taller than these guys as well, so he could see over the top.
That one rims out. Rebound to the Lancers.
Tate doing a terrific job on Glees tonight so far.
3 on the way and good by Matthew Sacco. Largest lead of the night for the Lancers. Spadafora. Minard into the ball game. Greg hands it off to Tate. Tate goes through everyone, can't get the roll. Rebound underneath Kirshner, but it's a jump ball, and the arrow is the Chargers.
Yep.
Great take by Tate. Just didn't finish there. Kirshner doing a great job getting on the glass. And that's not a bad idea either. With him and Coladinato, the way they work on the glass, just got to get it up on the rim.
Spadafora over to Tate. Minard and back to Tate. Around the horn one more time. Coming up on the minute mark of this first half. Bryson, Minard pulls up at the foul line. Doesn't go. Rebound goes to Glees.
Need a big stop here for the Chargers.
Wouldn't be surprised if Neshannock hangs on to this for the last shot.
Yeah.
The way they've been hanging on to it, but they'll go for a 3. Doesn't go. Chargers get a chance at it here with 30 seconds.
Now you take one shot here.
Yeah. Tate thought about it. Reversed it back to Spadafora. 20 seconds. Remember, they barely got the shot off at the end of the first. They couldn't hear. Here's Bryson. Charge is called on Kirshner.
And that's, again, a tough call. Sliding underneath him. Kirshner getting the ball first. And the Chargers are doing what they want to do right now. They're doing the right thing. Their wing ball screen and two-man game has just been so effective. But another tough call, and now Kirshner goes to the bench with 2. Greer has 2. BJ has 2. I mean, that's a big difference. But you're only down 24-18.
Yeah.
You're still in a ball game.
10 seconds. Garrett Zug into the game now for Kirshner for this final sequence. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Pulling up at the buzzer. No. End of the first half from North Allegheny's UPMC court. Chargers find themselves trailing to the number 2 seeded Neshannock Lancers 24-18. When we come back, it's the almost famous All Sports Network halftime show. Highlights from Stan Ziola in the truck, analysis breakdown from Harbaugh, and the numbers from OLSH, all coming up after this break. You're watching live coverage of the WPIAL playoffs right here on the All Sports Network. Welcome you back to North Allegheny. It's our halftime show on the All Sports Network. 24-18, Neshannock leads our Lady of the Sacred Heart. The last time that Neshannock and OLSH played each other in basketball, it was also a big game. It was the WPIAL Championships last year in the girls' side of things. OLSH played Neshannock. Neshannock ended up winning the WPIAL Championship on their way to the state championship. Luann Grabowski, one of the all-time greats for Neshannock and the Lancers in an epic year. Neshannock has just really hit on strong recently in the athletic world. I mean, you talk about what they've been able to accomplish. They won a WPIAL championship. They've won 6 now WPIAL baseball championships.
Baseball.
They won now back-to-back Spirit state championships. Neshannock won the state championship this year and last year in cheerleading. So they know a thing or two about what it takes to win. But, Christian, you said, and I thought the same thing when we went to break, Chargers are in the same spot they were in just a few days ago in the quarterfinals, and this does have a good feel of as far as the way this game is playing out. Neshannock's relying heavily on what they're being able to do in possessing the basketball and potentially hitting a three. They haven't been great from three. Certainly that's kept the game close. And I think the Chargers, we haven't seen yet what they've been able to do offensively. It seems a little stale what they've been able to execute where things aren't falling. They're executing, but things aren't just falling into the basketball net.
Yeah, so no need to panic right now for the Chargers. They're in there at halftime. You're in the same position from the other day, 2-possession game. You don't panic. Coach Rodriguez has been here before. His teams, his staff's been here before. You make your adjustments right now, and I don't think there was too many adjustments on either end of the basketball court. Now, Neshannock's living and dying by the three. Some of them went down. It changed the game a little bit. They got to the free throw line. They made their free throws down at the end. But 3 guys for the Chargers are on the bench with 2 fouls, Kirshner, BJ, and Greer. And like you said, they haven't got that starting 5 out there to get in the mix, to move the basketball side to side. The ball screen action is working when Neshannock's in man. They got out of zone really quick because the Chargers were slicing and dicing that thing and finding ways to finish around the rim. Now they're in a man-to-man. It's okay. The Chargers have seen it before. They get their ball screen action. They get the ball moving side to side. They attack the paint, and good things will happen. The momentum shift was that charge that they got on B.J. Vaughn, and then that kind of, lifted them for the last 2 minutes. Look for the Chargers to make some adjustments here, come out in the second half, knock them in the mouth early in the first couple minutes, go on a run of their own, and they'll be right back in this thing.
Neshannock from a season ago lost to the WPIAL quarterfinals and had to wait to figure out whether or not they were going to even get into the state tournament. They got into the state tournament as the 7th seed and shocked Richland, ended up playing Aliquippa in the state playoffs. Like they had a nice run and obviously bring some guys back from that team. But now you turn the page and you have an opportunity to get to the finals, and you have the defending 2-time 2A state champs in your way in the Chargers. And Al, I mentioned this to Christian, but didn't get your takes before we go to the numbers. Kind of interesting, now that you have the 6 versus the 2, how do you say the 2 seed's the underdog? How do you say a 6 seed's the underdog? It's really funny you're really most times able to break down high school basketball that way, but you really can't do that in this situation, and I think this game's indicative of that.
That's absolutely right. I mean, you got it. Neshannock is a definite 2. I mean, there's no doubt about that. Chargers 6, and you can question that. I mean, the way they've been playing down the stretch, it's not like they've been blowing anybody away, but they've been playing solid basketball, good enough to win. They're beating some good teams. So a 6, I don't know, maybe a 4 or 5, I would say, but definitely I don't think they're a 6. So, and I don't think Neshannock is looking at them as a 6 either. I think they're looking at them as like, hey, this is defending champions, be it 2A, but this is defending champions, and they're going to throw everything at us.
And, too, a lot of times the parent committee will say, you know what, we think OLSH is actually the 3, but we're going to give them the 6 because by record Shadyside deserved the 3, and, those are interchangeable, and, it played out that way. But let's take a look at the numbers from this game.
Well, if you look at it by quarters, Chargers win the first quarter 13-11, but the Neshannock Lancers come back and they win the second quarter 13-5. Chargers only score 5 points in the second quarter, and there's your difference right there.
Right.
For Neshannock, their leading scorer, tied for the leading scorer for the game, is DeLillo and Glees. They both have 7 points, followed by Sopko with 5. David Quat has 3, and Anthony Bonner has 2 for their 24 points. Foul-wise, I believe Bonner has 3. Everybody else, DeLillo has 2 as well. Glees has 1. For the Chargers, their leading scorer is Bryson Kirshner. He's got 7, followed by Spadafora with 5. 4 points for B.J. Vaughn and 2 points for Darion Greer. And we talked about it, 3 players with 2 fouls for the Chargers, Greer, Kirshner, and Vaughn. Other than that, they're okay.
Watching highlights from the first half, and Christian, what do you think the adjustments are? We talk about it all the time about that third quarter for the Chargers. What do you think the adjustments are going in to this third frame?
I actually think that Coach Rodriguez and his staff is going to come out in a different defense here. Not that Neshannock really sliced and diced and were able to get a lot of comfortable looks out of that triangle and 2, but you just want to change the pace of a game here. So I look for them to either go to their traditional 2-3 zone with a little bit of 1-2-2 pressure or 2-2-1 pressure that they do, or I look to see them go into a 1-2-2 kind of half court that they've shown over the course of this playoffs, and just to throw something different at Neshannock, see if they can get the rhythm back and use their defense to translate into offense here. And then on the offense end, I think their adjustments are just going to be, hey, if Neshannock stays man, we're going to keep going 2-man game, and we're just going to try to stay away from the Chargers. You're going to Euro step down there. You're going to play off 2 feet. You're going to be patient, and you're going to move the ball once you get into the teeth of the defense and the gaps. Or if they go zone, then you're just going to run your zone offense that they've been capable of doing and finding a soft spot. But look for them to keep attacking. There's no reason to change that.
24-18, Al, I think you have some things to tell us.
Yeah, there's no better way to see yourself as an OLSH student than to become an OLSH Charger for a day. All 8th grade students and transfers to grades 10 and 11 are invited to join us as a shadow for the day and experience firsthand what it's like to be a student. Students will be assigned a Charger ally, their host for the day, and will attend classes, meet teachers and students, and eat lunch on us. Pre-register for your experience at www.olsh.org/visit. Hey, save the date. OLSH's annual auction will be held Saturday, April 29th. Hope to see you there. We do want to congratulate the February 2023 Students of the Month. Senior is Grace DiGiacomo, junior is Morgan O'Brien, sophomore is Leo Matthews, and freshman is Bruno Williams. We've heard his name. He's been our camera person. Yeah, shout out to Bruno.
And also shout out to Doc Quinn, who's back after his vacation on the bench with the Chargers.
He looks rested.
He does look rested. The only one that is, well, with the exception, the only assistant coach that isn't an OLSH graduate. Rick Romsberg, Jamie Usual,
Right.
Nick Lucchini, and Nick Kosen, all OLSH grads.
Good point.
What studs. Shout out to those guys right now. I know they're in there giving great speech and great halftime pep talk and adjustments to get this one done in the second half.
You know, it's an honor to be able to be on a broadcast with a championship-winning coach, Christian.
Oh,
Congratulations to CB3 and getting it done up there.
I appreciate you guys. You guys have been great. Thank you for letting me do this and do that at the same time. This is awesome.
Here we go. Third quarter underway. Taken away by Tate on a steal. To Vaughn. To Spadafora. Tic-tac-toe.
And
Steal and score.
There's the 1-2-2. Here's the different look. Here's your adjustment here. A little bit of pressure. See if Neshannock can handle it.
Tate guarding DeLillo. DeLillo contested. Causes another turnover. Back-to-back turnovers. Vaughn moves it up the floor to Spadafora. Wide open look for a triple that doesn't fall. Tate gets the rebound, puts it back in for two. Timeout Neshannock, a 5-0 run for the Chargers to start the third quarter.
Here we go. Defense to offense. Get 2 turnovers, 2 steals. Nice run out. Great job by Tate to be around the rim and great offensive rebound and putback. And just like that, 2-point game.
Good call, Coach. That's exactly what they did. Hey, wishing senior Matt good luck on his as he competes in the WPIBL Boys Western PA Regional Bowling Championships on Friday.
Good luck.
Good luck, man. Can you teach me how to bowl, please? My Sunday league, I am so bad.
What's the average?
It's so much fun, but barely 100, I think.
Oh, my goodness.
Maybe 115 on a good day.
Man.
Hey, I can coach and maybe broadcast, but I don't know about bowling.
In my heyday, I was averaging 205.
Man, you got to teach me how to bowl then.
Went through everyone.
He walked.
He walked, he traveled, and he lost the ball out of bounds. So pick one of any of those, and it's Charger basketball. That's 3 turnovers in a row, and John Corey has to be, scratching his head right now here in the third quarter.
Pulling his hair out. Oh, wait.
Oh, boy. Not touching that one. Vaughn on the far side. Up top, Kirshner fed it inside, down low to Greer on the right hand. Doesn't fall. Tipped away by Tate, then loose. Greer was there at the top of the key to get it. Hands it off to Spadafora. Up and under on the right hand for 2 more. Tied ball game at 24.
Wow.
And Spadafora suddenly with 9 points.
There he goes.
Out of bounds, they're going to say out for the Chargers. Stays Neshannock basketball. They stay away from turning the ball over a 4th time here in the third.
Coach Rodriguez asking for a little bit of help there because I think that was Charger basketball. But nonetheless, you play another play here.
If BJ hit it, it was his fingernails. He should have cut his fingernails before the game.
Sopko controls for the Lancers at the top of the key. No one's guarding him. Then the ball gets tipped away. Again, comes back at the deliver, and there's a whistle. Very late.
Wow.
Whistle. It's going to be Greer.
Well, how's that a foul on Greer? I see it there a little bit.
Yeah, but the thing that got me is the official that was 5 feet away didn't call anything, and the official from the other side of the court makes the call.
Well, my gripe there would be that it's a loose ball. Nobody has possession of the ball there, you know what I mean? So they're both fighting for the basketball. But
I think if he wouldn't have rolled up on his legs.
Triple that doesn't fall for Gleese. Rebound Chargers. Here comes Torian Tate up the floor. Tate dishing to Greer. Greer avoiding everyone and is up and fouled. 2 shots coming for Darion as he'll go to the line.
And Greer is so efficient at running the floor here and making sure he has his hands. He's running wide and right down to the rim. And nice catch there. Great 2 feet and draws the foul.
Okay, I found out who that other foul was on. That was on Quat. That's his second. I didn't have him for one, so Bonner only has 2. Straighten that out.
Without even going down there and talking to the scorekeepers.
Nope.
David's dad, by the way, David Quat's dad, the 5th all-time in Lawrence County in scoring, finished his career with 2,085 points.
Wow.
Did Quat.
And that's why his son is shooting the ball so well this year and having a great year as a freshman.
And David's uncle was on Neshannock's last WPIAL championship team in 1987.
I was going to say, was that 87 or 86?
Yeah. 1987, last time Neshannock won a WPIAL title. 3 ball in the air, Sopko good, wide open.
Cannot leave him alone like that.
And I'm not sure why Coach Rodriguez got out of the 1-2-2. I mean, they couldn't do anything against it. They turned the basketball over 3 times. He goes back to the triangle and 2 to hit a 3.
Stop and pop, Spatafora, no. Rebound, Greer. Greer going to work on the left hand, doesn't go off of the right, and rebound goes to Rinn. Pushed up quickly up the floor by Gleese. Rinn, he opened, thought about it. Everybody in the building wanted him to shoot.
We got loud there for a second, didn't it?
And that's the only problem. We talked about it last broadcast. I don't like dare shots. And when you're in a triangle and 2, there is dare shots.
That's a travel on Vaughn.
And I've had this ref many times in my coaching days, and he likes to do this sometimes.
I didn't see a travel there.
No, he likes to take over the game. He likes to just be the dictator sometimes.
I really didn't see a travel there. I mean, you saw the replay.
You just got to play through it. 5 seconds.
That's going to be a foul on Tate.
That'll be Tate's first.
And Tate is having a tremendous game so far tonight. I mean, just really sitting down and guarding on defense. He's doing a great job at moving the basketball, getting the teeth of the defense, and he's also got a couple rebounds down there that led to points.
Rinn. Now it's Gleese operating against Spatafora. 5 minutes to go here in the third.
And back to this 1-2-2 zone.
Got to be careful there. That's not a foul. Inside Rinn. Lay it up and in.
Back to a 5-point lead.
And again, some momentum shifters. And it's just a game of runs. This is the game of basketball. So now you just got to go back on a run of your own.
Near side, Spatafora trying to get a triple. Doesn't fall. Not a lot of threes in this game. A lot of attempts, not a lot of falls.
And they got to go back to attacking the rim. Don't want to settle here too much. If you get one in rhythm, then that's great. But if not, you got to keep attacking the rim.
Rinn up top. Hands it off, cutting to the basket. Was Gleese missing and getting that one taken away.
Greer just reached in.
Spinning, Spatafora out of the rack, no good, it rims out. Gleese the rebound. Far side, 3 on the way, no good from Sopko.
And the Lancers getting too many good looks from the perimeter right now. The Chargers got to do something about that and make sure they get back in transition. But again, it's going back to the same thing. If they can score on offense, they can set their defense.
Vaughn, nice move to the basket on the left hand.
Oh, my.
3-point game.
My man with the head fake and the in and out, that was terrific.
Wow.
Great finish.
He had me going the wrong way.
Yeah, I think the opponent ended up at North Hills High School there.
Or was that Stans?
I was gonna let
No. Oh my goodness. What a horrible call that was.
We're allowed to talk about the refs like that, huh?
Wow.
For broadcasters, man, that was a bad call again.
That was bad.
3 on the way, Gleese, good.
Gleese has 10.
Right now, the Lancers are just shooting it well from the outside. The Chargers are having trouble contesting. They're getting guys open with movement and screens.
3 minutes to go. Vaughn to Kirshner on the right hand. No, put back is a foul. And Colorado is going to the line to try to end the run that Neshannock has been on.
And Kirshner's looking for a foul on that one too. He got bumped, but you just got to keep playing through contact, keep being physical. Good job by Coladinato to be on the other side for the offensive rebound.
Rocco short of the first.
Got to finish towards the rim here. Don't lean on your free throws. Straight up and down.
Good on the second, and a double foul. And this is going to be Kirshner and Gleese.
And here we go. And this is just what I'm seeing and what I know from the past. Kirshner was looking for a call last time. You can't talk to the refs, but because he did that, then you get tangled up and now they just call a double foul. That means nothing. Now it just gives both guys a foul.
Yeah.
I think both of them 3.
Yeah, Kirshner has 3.
I mean, just blow the whistle and tell them that there's a warning. Hey, you know what I mean? It's going to be a chippy game. We're semifinal game. We're trying to get to a championship here.
Yeah, and DeLillo picked up his 3rd.
This is no time for the refs to miss a great game tonight and start taking it into their own hands. Let the guys play.
The other foul went on Mozico.
Oh, they called that on
Kirshner and Mozico.
Yeah, it'll be a
Kirshner
double
and
foul.
Mozico,
Right.
yeah.
Good ball movement here by Neshannock. Quick. Bonner with it. Sopko back outside. Chargers pressuring the ball right now.
It's been great. It's been great defense so far. Now you just got to make sure you limit them to one chance here.
Neshannock's going into delay mode here.
Oh, yeah, they are.
And they're okay with taking some time here. They got a 2-possession lead.
Ask Kennedy Catholic how that worked out.
Yeah.
Good point. Good quick hands there.
Different team, but still.
Right.
Well, I'm just playing devil's advocate right now. I don't like the delay game either.
Yeah.
I think it's tough because I believe that you just get complacent. And then the other team gets aggressive and they get away with one.
Bonner up top, wait. Intercepted. Spadafora to Tate. Tate is fouled.
Oh, he got fouled. I thought he was going to call him a travel.
I did too. That's why I was waiting for the official's call. And he kind of had a delayed call. He really didn't make a call until we came to the table.
And he did run into his back. Great job by Tate to jump off 2 feet, jump stop on 2 feet, because the Neshannock defender runs right into his back.
Here's Vaughn. Coladinato, Rocco blocking foul. Lancers pick up another.
That's exactly what Coach Romsberg was saying today at the gym. He's saying if you go to the rim, Neshannock will take the foul. They will foul you, so they got to go to the rim and draw them fouls.
Yeah, you got to keep attacking here, doing a good job. Nice
Vaughn,
shot.
a triple that doesn't fall, tipped away, almost tipped in there by Coladinato, and they'll call it before the shot. Kirshner is fouled. He will go to the line.
They could have just held that whistle for 1 second. It was a foul and an and one.
Yep.
And right now, these fans don't like the call, but
that's the 3rd on Quat.
They love it's ironic. They love it when it goes against the Chargers.
Yeah, right. And they don't love it when it goes against them.
There's Kirshner, and that was on the floor, so they don't call that shooting.
And the one thing I've been saying all year is the Chargers, they're so good and skilled and can get off the dribble that a lot of teams can't guard them. They have to foul them.
Kirshner up and
There it
fouled,
is.
and there's the 7th.
Yep.
It will still be 2 for Bryson, so Bryson does earn a trip to the line. Just a few moments later.
They cannot stop Bryson Kirshner when he gets the ball on the block where he wants to get it. So why not keep doing it every single time if I'm the Chargers?
Yeah.
Sopko picks up his first.
Bryson drains his first. DeLillo back in for Neshannock.
it's going to come down to on the other end of the court. They got to get stops. The Chargers are going to have to be able to dig deep here. But now you're living at the line the whole second half, so
yep,
just keep attacking.
Misses, but Colinado gets the rebound. The recycling man. Timeout Chargers. 2-point ball game.
And that'll get them going. That'll get the crowd on their feet. My man Colinado is so relentless on the glass. I just love the way he plays with the heart and hustle. He is really the heart and soul of this team.
Hey, we got some more congratulations, guys. Congratulations to the following members of the forensics who qualified for the state tournament. Senior Katrina Komorowski placed first in dramatic interpretation. Freshman Andrea Sheridan placed first in humorous interpretation. Senior Caroline Lucas placed second in prose. Freshman Kaylin Lee Black placed second in poetry. Freshman Sophia Miaro placed second in dramatic interpretation. And freshman Eva Amandalola and Jenna Nastal, who will represent OLSH in news broadcasting. Congratulations, folks.
Big time congratulations.
Minute 10 to play here with the third. 32-30. The number 2 seeded Neshannock Lancers. Number 6 seeded Our Lady of the Sacred Heart Chargers. Battling it out for a right to go to the Peterson Event Center on Friday.
You got to get another stop here on defense. Chargers come out here a man-to-man. Got to dig deep here, communicate early and often, contest shots and rebound.
DeLulla with the basketball, handed it off into the corner. Gleese inside Rin. Rin off the window, tipped away, no good. Chargers come up with it. It's Vaughn. BJ dribbling through a phone booth, was able to get away with it. Now he goes off the rim. No, it doesn't go. Rebound cleared away by Bonner.
And great job by BJ to get in the teeth of the defense, but just couldn't
Bonner
finish.
up and fouled by Vaughn.
I don't think Bonner's feeling too good. He got that linebacker hit him.
Was the contact up at his arm because he didn't touch him with his body, I'll tell you that.
They called a push, so Vaughn picks up his third.
Fourth on the Chargers.
And that's just a tough play, right? So BJ does a great job at getting through the screen and contesting at the rim. He gets a stop, he gets a rebound, and then he pushes in transition, but it was kind of tough. I mean, you're under a minute here. Do you hold to get a good shot? You push in transition, and he decided to go to the rim and just took contact, didn't get a foul, and missed a shot, and then Neshannock gets a run out, and he ends up fouling at the rim. Tough sequence.
Good on the first for the junior.
And BJ just got to keep his head here. Comes out of the ball game with 41 seconds left. Just got to stay poised. You're going to need him in the fourth quarter.
Good. 4-point lead for the Lancers as we tick down to 30 seconds in the third. Spadafora, Rocco, over to Greg Minor back into the ball game. Here's Tate. They're going to go charge on Tate.
These guys are unbelievable right now. I mean, he even Euro stepped past him.
Yeah.
That's just a tough call. I mean, I get that he was set, but he clipped him. He didn't get full, head-on collision there. Tate did the right job and tried to jump stop through the split, but
again, it looked like he was falling back before the contact. So, anyway,
boy, does this game feel so similar to the game in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, it does.
Momentum-wise and everything. Remember, the Chargers didn't lead until they hit a buzzer beater at the end of the third quarter. There's a three on the way, and good. Thwaite, the freshman, 7-point advantage. Buzzer beater. Good! Spadafora! It's good. Count the 3. And just like the quarterfinals, the Chargers hit a buzzer beater to end the third quarter.
Here it is. Watch this.
Why
From
not?
midcourt.
Oh my goodness.
Why not?
Nothing but nylon.
Wow. What a play by Rocco. I don't even think he understood how much time was left.
Wow.
And then he looks up at the clock, and everybody's like, you got to get it off. And what a shot. And that's a momentum shifter right there. And they're just taking blow for blow, punch for punch here, and going back and forth. And what a fourth quarter we are going to have here. Setting up for a good one.
And a 3 here from NA and UPMC court. 37-33. Neshannock leads OLSH. And the WPIAL Semifinals. Chargers, Lancers, 8 minutes decides who goes to the Peterson Event Center of the WPIAL Championship on Friday.
Wow, wow, wow. What a game this has been.
Little bit different story from a year ago. The Chargers invoked the mercy rule on all 3 opponents to get to the postseason's championship. A little bit different story this time around.
It's a different team. They play a different style.
And we're playing in a different class.
Right.
You're playing against bigger teams and bigger schools and guys that, been there before on this level. It's tough. Got to grind them out to get there.
Here we go. 8 minutes on the board. Chargers start with the ball. Spadafora. Vaughn. Head fake. Step back. Triple. No, off the rim. Rebound Chargers. Vaughn got it. Spadafora. He'll go for another 3. It goes in and out. Kirshner. Bucket in the foul. Bryson Kirshner gets the and 1.
Relentless on the glass again is Kirshner. BJ Vaughn takes a 3. Doesn't make it. They get a rebound, kick out. Rocco, another good look, in and out. And Kirshner getting boxed out, driven out of the play, makes a spectacular rebound and finish.
And he got that rebound as he was falling backwards.
He was out of bounds. They were boxing him out of bounds.
This is going to go out on Neshannock. It's going to be Charger basketball. With 7:42 to play, Chargers get the ball back and a chance to tie or take the lead. Just like that, this sequence to begin the fourth. Bizarre.
Boy, it's quiet over here on the red side, is it not?
Sure is.
Well, hopefully it stays that way. It's not quiet in this little section up here that we have.
Vaughn gets it on the inbound. Up top, Spadafora. Tate to Vaughn. BJ to the rack on the left hand. Tie ball game.
Again, the patience by the Chargers. They know exactly what they want to do. Coach Rodriguez has told them how we got to play this fourth quarter. We got to be patient and we got to attack and we got to rebound and be relentless.
DeLillo kicks it outside Bonner. Bonner stops his dribble, moves it outside Gleese. Gleese stops his dribble, moves it back outside. Gleese with it, guarded against Tate. DeLillo foul. Kirshner picks up his fourth.
My man is unbelievable. You're missing a good game, my man. That's not a foul. I mean, he's just trying to fight over top of the screen.
Right.
Now you're just changing the game. You're taking the best player on the court all night out of the game with 7 minutes to go in a tie game to get to the WPIAL championship game. It's just ridiculous. I'm sorry. I'm going on my coach rant now. This is ridiculous.
Inbound Bonner gets it into DeLillo, tied at 37. 7 minutes to play.
The one thing that the Chargers have an upper hand with in this fourth quarter is the fact that these guys have been in the WPIAL championship before, and this coach has been there several times and won it several times.
John Corey has taken a timeout with 6:50 to play in our fourth quarter, tied at 37. Neshannock takes their second time out of the ball game.
But the tough decision that Coach Rodriguez and his staff is now going to have is when do you bring Bryson Kirshner back? Because you can't keep him on the bench the whole fourth quarter, but you can't bring him back right now and have him pick up a fifth.
Yeah, and I mean, I believe it was the first round where he was fouled out.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you'll need him down the stretch here. He's been the difference all night.
Well, I mean, I don't know what you think, Coach, but from my perspective, I think you hang on to him for the next 2 or 3 minutes on the bench and bring him in for offensive specialties, maybe an in-and-out type thing.
Yes. Well said yourself, Coach.
Yeah, thanks,
That
Coach.
is a terrific call. You've watched too much basketball. You're learning.
Learning from you, man, guy. DeLillo up top, Rin.
And right now for Neshannock, too, it's like who wants to take the shot? None of these guys look like they want to take it. But Glees, but they couldn't get the ball into his hand. Tate's been doing a terrific job on him all night.
Glees stops his dribble, thought about moving it out. Now he does to Rin. Time of possession here for the Lancers. Tie ball game here in the fourth. DeLillo to the rack. No. Rebound, Greer. Chargers get the ball. Here comes Spadafora. Up to BJ. Vaughn on the right hand loses it out of bounds. Tipped off into Neshannock. Chargers keep the ball. 6:04 to play.
And that's the other thing. If the Chargers can get out and run a couple times here and get some easy ones at the rim, but great transition defense by the Lancers there. But if they can get a couple from the defense, translated offense, it'll change this game.
Colorado moves it up top. And an errant pass. Tate throws it away. No one was paying attention there, and the Chargers turned it right back over.
Yeah, he was going to Greer in the corner, but Greer was cutting to the basket.
I actually believe that he knows the chemistry that they've played all year. He knows Rocco's going to be there, but he was there late. He was getting out. They were going for the same play that he hit a 3 on earlier. It just wasn't there at that time.
DeLillo hands it off Rin. Rin up strong, too. Neshannock back with the lead.
It was a good play by the Lancers there to attack the defense and find one around the rim. Chargers just got to be patient here on offense.
Vaughn pulls up. Not a patient shot, but Greer's underneath. Greer doesn't fall. Rin gets the rebound.
Man, Coach Rodriguez is saying right there, we don't need that three right now.
Is no good. Rin to rebound and a foul. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, BJ's got to attack the rim there. I mean, he's a great three-point shooter, and he'll get one in rhythm, but that one was just not the one you want.
It just seemed forced.
Yeah, you're forcing it a little bit. They're guarding you tight.
Misses the first as Rin remains a 2-point ball game. And a timeout, take it.
Colorado picked up that foul. Both teams in the bonus now, the rest of the way.
I think the Chargers took this one.
Yep.
Can you ice a free throw shooter? Because I think that's what he's looking
trying
to do right
yeah.
now.
And Rin's not one of their better free throw shooters.
Yeah, and he's looking to just calm the guys down a little bit here. Let them know they got to be patient.
Hey, everybody, get your Charger essentials at www.olshgear.com. Anything from sweatshirts to pajama pants to hats, got you covered. Gear up with the latest in Charger fashion and support your favorite teams during the winter season. OLSHgear.com. Also, want more information on the OLSH Chargers? For schedules, rosters, stories, and more, visit olshathletics.org. Special thanks go out to our website sponsor, Covenant Financial Advisors.
You're talking about Rin and his free throw shooting ability. He comes in a 60% free throw shooter on the season. He's 18 of 30, though. He's only had 30 attempts on the year coming into tonight.
And also, these are pressure free throws. You know that you got the WPIAL Finals on the line here, or you're in a tight game in the fourth quarter, got 5 minutes left. Any free throw now is going to be real crucial from both teams, and they're both in the bonus. And I'm getting nervous up here, guys.
Rin to the line, one shot, makes it, 3-point game.
And he couldn't provide the jinx or the ice.
Spadafora up the floor. Hands it off to Vaughn. 5 minutes coming up here in the fourth. Tate to BJ. Vaughn works it to Spadafora, who pulls up for a three, and he drains it to tie the ball game at 40.
What coaching by Coach Rodriguez. You knew he drew up that play in the timeout. What a terrific design play. And another foul that they're calling that's don't dictate
just
the
ticky-tack here.
Yeah.
Right. You haven't called that all night.
Right.
Why change it now?
Called that on Tate. That's his third. So
8th on the team.
Tate and Greer both with, and Vaughn with 3.
Makes the first, so we'll get another. Will Jack Gleese?
He's got 11 on the night.
Yeah, that's just a tough call. I mean, they've been letting them be physical on a perimeter all night, and then you call a tic-tac foul under 5 to go.
Spatafora trailing by 2.
Need another play to execute here.
He'll just go right to the rack. Doesn't get the roll. Colorado fights for it, loses the rebound. It's still loose. It rolls out of bounds off of Neshannock. Wow, that was a rugby scrum.
And here comes Bryson Kirshner.
There you go. That's about what I was thinking, about 4 or 5 minutes left.
Yeah, because the time ticks too much with no shot clock here.
Right.
And you only got 3 timeouts left that you kind of need in that last minute to 2 minutes. Nice
right
play.
into Colorado from Tate. What a dish from Dorian.
You see how many times they prepare and work on that in practice and
Yeah.
know that he's going to be in that spot and how much patience it takes.
Tied at 42.
You wait for it to be open, right? Screen to screener action. He's wide open.
DeLillo wide open to the rack. Blocked. Oh, they call a foul on Spatafora. Oh,
It's Rocco's first.
My man is calling a tough game. I mean, let it
You're
go.
on this guy.
Well, because I know him and
Right.
I've been here before and I've seen him, multiple times, and he does
And
this.
Coach Rod is talking to him right now, Christian.
Well, the good news is, anyway, it's Spatafora's first.
First,
so.
yeah.
Yeah, but you don't want to keep giving him chances at the line.
No.
Here is the thing that, is killing us. Because when the Chargers can set up the defense, Neshannock doesn't, they don't want to do anything with the ball. They're playing a little nervous.
DeLillo converts both at the line. Back in front are the Lancers by 2. Coming up on the halfway point in our fourth quarter. 4 minutes to go. 44-42. Kershaw with the ball. Now stop and pop for Colorado. Doesn't fall. Ripped away the rebound. It's Gleese back up the floor.
Colorado needs to take one dribble and finish at the rim there.
Yeah,
We
I
don't
agree.
need no tough mid-rangers right now because they're going to dare you to shoot that ball.
Gleese. DeLillo outside.
Can't give up a 3 here. Got to contest.
Gleese bouncing out to DeLillo.
And they're going in a little bit of a delay game here.
Yep.
Trying to play keep away. You just got to anticipate that next pass to the wing and take it away.
Wait. 3 minutes to go.
And the Chargers just got to stay disciplined on defense here. They just got to stay locked in right now. You can't fall asleep. This is fine. If they want to tick off, it's only 1 possession games.
Right.
Only 2 points.
Not much traveled there. Did Bonner, there's an open look for 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound to Lillo and a foul. And they missed the foul on Neshannock and got the foul on the Chargers.
Yeah.
We watch it here. There's a foul on DeLillo on Spatafora.
Pushing him away, yeah.
Yep. And it's going to send DeLillo right back
And that gives Tate 4.
to the line.
Tough call again. Battling down on the boards are the Chargers. And
2 shots, double bonus. Three-point game.
And like Coach Rodriguez is saying right now, he's saying this has been a terrific game all night. You can't make some of these calls down the stretch that's going to put these guys at the line with the time not moving and make baskets. If I'm the Chargers, I go right to the rim here. Don't waste no time. They've called the last how many fouls on the Chargers. Attack the rim. draw a foul yourself.
2:25 to go with the fourth. Spadafora, triple. Yes, Rocco Spadafora.
Cuts the lead in half.
1-point game.
My man has ice in his veins. He does.
Just when you need it, he dials one up. Chargers almost got that one up back.
Number one is just a winner.
Moved it back outside. Chargers wanted to travel.
Yeah.
Everybody did.
Yeah.
Tipped away. Vaughn. Now here's a foul, and it's Kirshner, and he's done.
I think he got ball, guys.
He most definitely did. And they just anticipated that one. He did. He got all ball.
Kirshner fouls out with 1:53 left. And Coach Rod has given it to the official.
Yeah.
And he knows he has to be careful. He's trying to give as much as he can, but he knows he's got to watch because can't afford a technical here.
Right.
And I feel so bad for Bryson Kirshner because you're a senior and now you have to sit here for the last 2 minutes and hope that your team can pull this one out. And that is just so tough because he's a great player and he's had a great night tonight. A little foul trouble. Summer ticky-tack.
Meanwhile, DeLillo makes his first and makes it back to a 2-point ball game. Can make it a 3-point ball game here with 1:53 to go in the fourth quarter. And he doesn't. He misses, but the rebound goes to Neshannock. They go for three. Glees. No. Rebound. Another Neshannock rebound. And a whistle and a timeout with 1:46 to go. Lancers have the ball.
Well, it's just about hustle right now and want. If you're a Charger, you got to get in there and crash the glass right now and be able to be on the boards and rebound the basketball. A lot of time in this game, one possession. Now, Neshannock does have the ball here, but this is a tough place to have the ball and then try to inbound the basketball. Chargers can set up their defense here. Coach Rodriguez can dial something up and try to get a turnover.
You know, I'm going to go back to a point I made in the quarterfinals. You know, the Chargers, unlike we've talked about in the years past and the dominance that they had, they played in a lot of these games this year. This is not new to anybody, including us. So it just feels like, you know, the Chargers have been through this so many times. They're capable of coming through with it. It's just whether or not you can execute and get that key turnover and that key basket at those key moments.
Yeah, they've definitely been here before, and that's what Coach Rodriguez is telling them in the huddle here. Hey, listen, we've been here before. Now we got one of your studs on the bench, and it's okay. We can get a stop here, and we can manage to execute on offense and get a bucket, but you have to be disciplined here on defense, and you can't foul, right? And then they have timeouts in their back pocket as well, and then 1:45 is a lot of time with only a 2-point game.
Just a game reset here. The arrow goes to Neshannock. Double bonus for Lancers. 1-1 if the Lancers were to foul the Chargers at any point here. Don't expect that to happen at least right now. 1:40 to go. Tipped away. Spadafora, the steal, the score. He should have got an and one. And he did.
And the Chargers can take the lead here with the 1:36 left.
And what did I say? Number one is just a champion. He is just a winner. If you don't know it, be on notice right now.
What a turnaround in a moment's notice. The key turnover and the key shot.
You know what?
At the key moment.
That was very close to an intentional foul there because he swung his arms way back.
Misses out of bounds off of the Chargers. Neshannock ball with 1:35 to play. Tied at 47.
Not a foul there. They drove Coladonato back to Coriopolis.
As you said, though, he's going for a free ball.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time spots. I know the guys love that.
Here we go. 1:30 to play. Here with the fourth. Tied at 47. For a right to go to the Pete. Just like you'd want a semifinal to be here. Tied up late in the ball game. Wren. DeLillo. Like, are they going to be able to take this one all the way down? You know you got two shots if there's a foul, and it's loose. Vaughn gets it. Chargers take the ball away. Spadafora all the way to the rack, and he's fouled. Rocco to the line with 1:07 to play.
And my man, B.J. Vaughn, staying patient, staying poised, sitting in the stance, moving his feet, because he's a terrific footwork kind of guy from football, and gets the hand, gets the steal. They get the run out. Rocco almost making an and one there.
This is reminding me a lot of the Swickley Academy semifinals at Peters Township.
Good on the first. Spadafora has given the Chargers back the lead. 48-47, 107 to play.
And this is just number one saying, listen, I'm not going to have it any other way right now.
Misses the second. 1 point game. Back come the Lancers. Gleese hands it off to Lillo for a triple in the lead, and they got it! 2 point game. I'm under a minute to play. Neshannock's back in front. Rocco. Spadafora with it. Bouncing to Vaughn. Vaughn fading into the basket. Tie ball game at 50. B.J. Vaughn.
Wow.
40 seconds to play.
We're just going back and forth here.
Timeout Neshannock. 36 seconds to go, and an absolute classic. Back and forth here in the fourth.
What a shot by the Lancers. And that's a gritty shot too,
yeah,
man. With the way the ball game has been playing and how they are. And he knocks down a big shot. And then
with
the
about
Chargers,
40 seconds left,
right?
yeah.
And then they just, they come back down up the court and they get that wing ball screen and Rocco trying to create, and it's not there. And for him to have the patience and the poise to turn the ball over to the other side to B.J. Vaughn, and him to get in the teeth of the defense and shoot that floater over top of the defense.
We got to look at the floater on Vaughn. I mean, to tie the ball game.
And this is a tough shot. If anybody watches basketball, this skill that you have to be able to make a shot like that.
It's not a high percentage shot.
It's not a high percentage shot, but you know what? He loves that shot. He works on it in practice every day, and Coach Rodriguez is okay with him taking that shot because he knows that's what he does.
And when he started that drive, I'm going like, go all the way, and then he pulled up, and it was the classic, guys. We talk about it all the time. The coach is going like, no, okay.
Yeah, yep. Absolutely. And the Lancers did a good job at sliding in front of him. So if he took another dribble, he probably gets a charge.
Yeah.
It was a terrific play. And now, if you're Coach Rodriguez, he's telling him right now, hey, listen, we got to be smart. You got to get one stop here. If you get one stop, we can win the ball game. We have 3 timeouts in our pocket, too.
Yeah, that's right.
Arrow still in favor of the Lancers with 36 seconds to play. Tied at 50. DeLillo, who hit the big triple. Feeds it to Wren. He almost traveled. He was able to get away. Then he threw the ball out of bounds. Charger basketball with 22 seconds to go.
Neshannock has had trouble with that 1-2-2 all night long. And again, the Chargers deliver with a big defensive stop. They funnel it. They keep it on one side of the court. And Neshannock gets rattled, almost a travel, throws the basketball away. And here we go for a trip, 7 appearances. And my man, no one better on the sidelines to draw up a play with 22 seconds left to win one and go to the WPIAL Championship.
You get a chance to draw it up and win it or send it to overtime. You don't want this to be, but I mean, a great example. I think Neshannock was probably attempting to execute just that, end up throwing it away. This is your best play. This is your go-to on what you execute and what you do best. You do here and try to win it and send your team to a 7th straight WPIAL championship. No big deal.
So who do you look for? You look to Rocco here? Or do you look to BJ?
And so if I know Coach Rodriguez and the way his mind works, he's going to draw something up for Rocco, but that's going to be the smoke action, as we would say, right? So he's going to draw something up and dial something up where everybody's going to go towards Rocco because they're going to think, hey, number one's getting the ball in this point. And then what is going to happen? Because this team plays so well together and they move the ball and they have so much chemistry, guess who's going to be open? Somebody else. And that other person is going to be able to knock down a shot. And I would say they're going to go off a staggered double screen for Rocco, and then he's going to be able to. And you got 2 timeouts. So if you need one, you don't panic. Take a timeout.
Oh my goodness, Vaughn Didn't know the ball was coming for him.
I
there
don't think
in a
he
moment.
drew that up.
Oh my goodness.
And you got to take the last shot, but you got to go with 10 seconds here because you got to give yourself a chance for a tip-in.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 10 seconds to go. Tied at 50.
Here we go.
Fourth quarter for a right to go to the Peterson. Span of 4 with 5. Down to 4. Down to 3. Down to 2. Here's Vaughn. To go to Pete. Go! Vaughn sends the Chargers back to the Peterson Event Center. 53-50. B.J. Vaughn did it.
Unbelievable, guys. How many times have we called B.J. Vaughn's name in the playoffs, hitting big threes? B.J., you called it, Coach. Set it up for Rocco. He can dish it off. B.J. was there and drained nothing but nylon as it went through, and the Chargers are on their way to the Peterson Event Center on Saturday.
For the 7th consecutive year, next year's seniors will have been in 4th grade the last time the Chargers haven't made a WPIAL final. The Chargers are going to the championship and trying to make an unprecedented 5th WPIAL title. An absolute epic. The score's backwards, but you all know how it finished. Chargers win it 53-50. We're going to take a break. We need to catch our breath. The Chargers are going to the finals. You've watched it here on the OLSH Sports Network. We'll be back after this.
Yeah, you go ahead.
And we welcome you back. Welcome you back here to North Allegheny. An absolute classic, maybe one of the best ever in OLSH history. 53-50. The Chargers are going to a 7th straight WPIAL championship to make it potentially a 5th WPIAL title. The 6th seed upsets the 2 seed, and they move on once again to the WPIAL championship. Back alongside the guys you heard. OLSH, Christian Harbaugh, calling an absolute classic, guys. I mean, there were just so many moments where I'm just like, guys, I just don't think this is going to be it. I just don't know. I don't think the Chargers, and you know, you root for them, you hope for the best, but it's like it's happened 6 times. At some point, your lady luck runs out at some point, right?
Yeah.
But for the Chargers, 7th heaven, headed back to the P.
I don't call it luck. I don't call it luck. You know what I call it? I call it a group of guys and a staff and a program that's champions. They're winners. And they just were saying right now, and Coach Rodriguez and those guys were saying, we are just not losing this basketball game. No matter what you throw at us, Neshannock, we are going to make sure we win this basketball game. And if it took it down to the last second shot by B.J. Vaughn. And what a tremendous shot by the guy. And he's made several of them in his career. He just made one last week.
Been saying all postseason.
In the 3rd quarter. And here he goes again because he's been there. He's been on that stage, and he loves the moment. My man loves that moment, and he loves to be the one to take the last shot. And what patience by Rocco to take control of the ball and know that he didn't have anything, not to force it up and make the right pass because 4 defenders went towards him.
You called it, Christian, because Rocco was dribbling around that court, and he was pulling everybody, as you said, right before the play, coming out of timeout. Everybody's going to follow Rocco, and that's exactly what happened. There was 3 players on Rocco. BJ was wide open on the wing. Man, he lined that up, and it was just sweet, sweet music.
I knew as soon as he shot that ball, as soon as he got the ball, I knew it was going in. I said, oh, man, this man's been here before. He's made them before.
We've talked about it, and we talked about him as a freshman hitting that clutch three-pointer against Stowe Rocks his freshman year to give the Chargers a little bit of breathing room. It was a clutch three and a clutch moment, and he's been doing that his whole year. He had a big clutch three in the state championship 2 years ago. He has just been doing it his whole career, and he does it here. I mean, B.J. Vaughn goes down in OLSH history forever with that shot. If he didn't before, he will now. That's how you draw it up, right? You're in the semifinals. The game is tied. You get a timeout. You draw up a play, and who do you give the ball to, and who does it go in for as far as to send your team to the championship? And that's exactly what the Chargers ended up doing. It's really storybook on what the Chargers just wrote here tonight. It is. It's just Hollywood would be jealous of the script.
Yeah, this is just unbelievable. If you wrote this script up, you're amazing, because this is so much fun, and these guys are just relentless. And for Bryson Kirshner to foul out of the game, who's had tremendous games all year and who is dominating this game because they couldn't stop him on the glass and they couldn't stop him scoring around the rim, and then he goes out with fouls, and then for them to stay through and battle after they hit a tough three.
Yeah.
And not to mention, B.J. Vaughn hits that shot, but he hits the floater in the lane that might have been tougher than that shot.
Right.
He got a clear look at that thing. But that floater was something else, too. I mean, those are 2 clips that I'd have on every highlight tape. I don't care if that man's going to play football on the next level, but I'd have that highlight in my football highlights.
Let's go to the numbers, OLSH.
Quickly, for Neshannock, the Lancers, their leading scorer was
well, wait, before we go to that, can we see this again, Matt? I know I just saw you scrolling, so
yeah.
The shot heard all around the WPIAL today.
There it is. Bingo.
Again.
One more time.
Rocco going away from the defense,
it goes in again.
Rocco going away from where
Yeah.
BJ was. He was driving the other way, and for him to have the awareness to turn around and throw that pass to BJ Vaughn, and what a shot by BJ Vaughn. And there goes Coach Mack,
Sister
Mrs. Mack,
Francine.
and Sister Francine.
Okay, back to the numbers. First for Neshannock, Luciano DeLillo was their leading scorer with 15, followed by Jack Gleese with 12. 8 points for Matthew Sopko, 6 points for David Quat, 5 points for Nate Rinn, and 4 points for Anthony Bonner for their 50 points. For the Chargers, leading all scorers is Rocco Spadafora with 21, followed by B.J. Vaughn with 13, none bigger than the final 3 that he hit. 10 points for Bryson Kirshner, 5 points for Rocco Coladonato. He had the only points off the bench for the Chargers tonight, but it was enough. 2 points each for Dorian Tate and Darion Greer for the Chargers, 53. And they're going to the Pete on Saturday.
And if you stick with us here on the post-game show, we have breaking news. The Chargers will play Deer Lakes in the finals, 65-63. So the storybook only gets better. The team that ended the Chargers' 74-game Pennsylvania State record, they will meet each other in the championship for who takes home the hardware at the Pete on Friday. And would you want it any other way? 65-63, Steel Valley goes down to Deer Lakes.
Did I write the script? I think I wrote the script.
You might have.
My alum
versus
my team that I coached.
There you go.
Right? And then those guys are family to me. Deer Lakes is family, and I was only there for 1 year.
I can't wait to see you there Friday.
And that's terrible to say. And I can't believe I'm going to miss this game.
Oh, my goodness.
You know what? But you know what's even better? If we win a championship on Friday, the Chargers, and we win a we get to the national tournament with BC3 after Saturday's game.
You got to take care of your coaching duties, too.
Not to mention that I'll be in North Carolina, an hour away from Duke, Carolina. and what a game that will be.
Still watching highlights. Appreciate the hard work. Andrew Avsek doing a great job on camera tonight. Matt Stanziola, all the boys and girls in the truck. And this play here, spat a 4 and 1, was a huge moment in the game. Then the big triple down the stretch. DeLillo hits it. Chargers come right back. Spadafora giving it away to Vaughn. Vaughn in the lane, leaning against it. Ties things at 50, then following a turnover, B.J. Vaughn to go to the Pete. Yes! Vaughn hits the buzzer beater, and the Chargers going back to the WPIAL Championship. 53-50, the final score, and they are going back to the finals. And we will be there for you on Friday. We have more basketball for you tomorrow. The girls are in action tomorrow as they will take on Keystone Oaks at Carlington High School back here on the OLSH Sports Network. And then Friday at 5 o'clock, what are you doing? Hopefully you're in Oakland as the Chargers have pretty much etched this part of the season into their schedule. WPIAL Championship Friday at 5 o'clock at the Pete. Deer Lakes, Our Lady of the Sacred Heart for the finals.
Yeah, it should be fun.
Should be fun.
You and me, brother.
Yep, looking forward to it. Let's do it again.
All right.
Our record's pretty good.
Yeah, at the Pete.
All right, for Matt Stanziola, all of us here at the OLSH Sports Network, Christian Harbaugh, OLSH, Matt Fargo saying this has been a presentation of Charger basketball. Headed back to the finals, 53-50. One more time, Matt. Let's watch it one more time as we ride out here in the finals. Good night, everybody. We'll talk to you next time here on the OLSH Sports Network.